ready for an event like no other. Introducing the Redefining 2024 with Young. Happening live at the KSCC Prayer Dome, Ikeja, Lagos on Saturday, the 6th of January 2024. Time, 10 a.m. Theme, Profit Fusion, Igniting Growth for Accelerated Wealth. Don't miss out on the chance to get deep insights from global speakers and industry leaders. Connect with high net worth individuals who share your drive for financial success and redefine your path to success for your business and career. Join us for a day that will shape your future. See you at Redefining 2024 with Young. Get ready for an event like no other. Introducing the Redefining 2024 with Young. Happening live at the KSCC Prayer Dome, Ikeja, Lagos on Saturday, the 6th of January 2024. Time, 10 a.m. Theme, Profit Fusion, Igniting Growth for Accelerated Wealth. Don't miss out on the chance to get deep insights from global speakers and industry leaders. Connect with high net worth individuals who share your drive for financial success and redefine your path to success for your business and career. Join us for a day that will shape your future. See you at Redefining 2024 with Young. Get ready for an event like no other. Introducing the Redefining 2024 with Young. Happening live at the KSCC Prayer Dome, Ikeja, Lagos.
Okay, we're live right here at the Pre-Conference Masterclass of the Redefining 2024 conference theme, Profit Fusion, Accelerating Growth for greater success. Accelerating growth for more success. Yeah. So yes, I am excited this evening because my head and I think me. Yes, so I was saying accelerating profit fusion, in profit fusion, igniting growth, not accelerating growth, igniting growth for accelerated wealth, igniting growth for accelerated wealth. Yeah, so that's the theme for our Redefining 2024 conference. And yes, we're ready this evening, and I'm super excited because us today to share during this amazing session with us today. So this is going to be a super packed study lined up for the session that we're having in the order that we lined them up because of what we know that they'll be bringing to the table. And one of the speakers for today happens to be a very dear friend of mine, someone that I've happened to know for a couple of years, maybe about 7 to 8 years now, right from when I was in the city of Ajebule, and then we've done a lot of things together. He has hosted me on his platform. I have hosted him on my platform, and even more excitedly is how he, sometimes, and one training I did the other time, he was there with his wife. Both of them were participants in class. I was humbled. Such a great man. And, he's also a pastor in, Dominion City. And, great man doing amazing things. And but the level of commitment we share with each other is such an amazing one. Okay, so I'll be bringing him on board, and there's this firebrand chick that I got to meet in 2022. She's smiling. And ever since I met her, it's just been super, super amazing. And you know the amazing thing about this lady, before I bring her up, is not yet her session. Oh, but you know the amazing thing about this lady is like she gets finer, the older she gets, the finer she becomes. Right? And I'm like, Scare is not she's not here to joke. Oh. She's making the money and becoming finer, and it's an amazing time today. So we're going to be having an amazing time with the and yes, I can see some people already sharing their comments and saying it is going to be awesome. It is going to be amazing. So we have some people already, and power packed this evening. That's from COO Properties and Homes. So we have some real estate people in the house who have already joined the session, and they are excited about this evening. So I am here to present to you one of our speakers for today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think my slide has gone just way beyond where I expected it to be. Okay, I'm going back to the beginning. Like Lucky Dube would say, I'm going back to my roots. So let me go back to the roots, to the very beginning. Yes, I'm seeing some amazing comments. I'm in for tonight's session. Marco Chuko Okeke. Yes, we have some amazing people. Okay, so I'm trying to put on my slide on the appropriate page where it should be. Just give me a minute so that I can bring up my guests for tonight and have them ready to deliver. So I am super excited for my guest for today. So without further ado, we're already taking some bit of time trying to put my slide in order for me to bring up my speaker. So yeah, we're here. While that is going on, just a comment from Marco Chuko Okeke. He says, in for tonight's session, and he puts the fire emoji. Guys, you're ready for tonight, and I can see that you're all ready. Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm bringing on board for tonight our guests. So yes, this is our our lineup of speakers for the pre-conference masterclass. We've had a couple of couple of weeks that have passed, and yes, we've had Nancy Nwosu, we have Niyi Amuda, we have had Ella Obans, we've had Evans Promise, yeah, Evan Promise, and then today we'll be having Chijioke Moses going up first, and then we would have Precious Oriji coming up next. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring to you the man, Chijioke Moses. He'll be talking on the topic, harnessing your power, thriving in adversity. This is going to be very important, especially as we step into the year 2024. So you see how he's thriving in adversity with his smile. Yeah, that's how it's going to be in 2024. All right. So yes, so today, uh, Chijioke Moses, let me do a bit of his profile and then bring him on board. So, who is Chijioke Moses? Chijioke Moses happens to be a friend of mine, and beyond being a friend of mine, he is a trained real estate entrepreneur and a certified uh, premarital and newlyweds coach. All of this with a track record. He's an associate practitioner of family systems engineering and a member of the Institute of Family Education and Development Coaching Community. He's also a social media influencer with huge followership in the family life space. He currently serves as brand ambassador of Esso Properties Limited, a renowned real estate company with operations in Lagos, Abuja, and Oka. He's the CEO of Chimos Limited, a company founded for the purpose of importing and distributing building materials across Nigeria. Chijioke Moses has featured as a guest on major TV stations and radio across Nigeria and the globe. Chijioke Moses is a is passionate about recruiting and mentoring the next generation to be role models of love and light to their world. He lives in Lagos, Nigeria, and is married to Dumebi Chijioke Moses, and they both have a son. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to bring to you tonight my friend and brother Chijioke Moses, and I'm glad to have you on board, brother. Welcome to the session today. It's such a beauty to have you here. Good evening.
Good evening, Young. Thank you so much for having me, my guy. I appreciate this so much, so much, so much. And everyone who is
Yay, I'm
watching,
excited to have you here this evening. How are you doing? Hope it
yeah.
hasn't been a stressful day at your end.
No, it's not really been sleeping all day. I'm looking
Hope it
forward
hasn't
to
been a
tonight's
stressful
session.
day.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, we are entering the holidays already,
Awesome. You're
so
repping the
yeah.
Nigerian brand.
Yes, now pro Niger, anytime, any day. Okay, good evening to
Yeah,
everyone who
so
is
I
listening.
know you are very patriotic about the nation Nigeria, and I remember all your
Oh,
projects that you do for
you know now.
patriotism and all of that. So I can tell you why you are in
Yeah,
this color. I know now, I
yeah,
know.
yeah,
So
yeah,
let's get
yeah.
started. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening, everybody who's watching from around the world. I'm glad to be here. Okay, Young has said so much about me already. I'm Chijioke Moses by name. So I'll be taking the next 40 minutes thereabouts to just talk about something very profound. So Young reached out and said, you know, he would want me to talk about how to thrive in adversity. Of course, how to harness your power and then deploy your power to thriving in adversity. So I'm talking about that. Of course, I'm talking about money. I was just going through the flyer again this evening, and I saw the theme for the conference happening January 6th, Profit Fusion. Okay, so it's a money talk. It's going to be a money talk in January. So I'll be directing a couple of a lot of the discourse tonight in that direction. And of course, I'll be touching other areas of thriving. Yeah, we're talking about thriving. And of course, thriving is not just a money thing. Okay, there are other dimensions to it, other areas of our lives that we'll be looking at also tonight. But the primary focus will be on profit and your personal economy. Okay. Okay. So while I was praying for this earlier today, there's this line that I knew. This um, should I call it um, what's it called now? Okay, it's a statement, popular statement from way back. It says, "Tough times never last, but tough people do." I didn't have the time to check out, look up you know, the person who said this, but I think it's a popular statement everywhere. Tough times never last, but tough people do. So, while I was just reflecting this evening, you know, I just found myself thinking about this line again. Tough times never last, but tough people do. But tough people do. So for me, the feedback I got while I was reflecting on this is that when you go through tough times, just like we're going through, of course, in Nigeria today or wherever you are around the world, the economic figures globally today, indices are poor. Wherever you are, you're in America, you're in Europe, you're in Nigeria. It's just that, of course, they are on different levels, in different places. But you would agree with me that wherever you are around the world, the economy, global economy is not doing so well, and there's just so much to grapple with. Now, especially for those of us who are here in Africa, and especially those of us who are here in Nigeria, it's terrible. Things keep going from bad to worse. Unemployment, businesses are packing up, all sort of things, and we are entering a new year. And I was discussing with Young yesterday, and he said something to me. He said he was telling me about some of the information he's been getting from different sources. People have been projecting the projections for the new year, and all of them are terrible, negative. So if you're expecting that 2024 will be better than 2023 economically, you're wrong, my friend. things are going to get worse. That's the truth. Things are going to get worse. The way things are going now, it's going to get worse. Things, the economy is going to go down some more. I'm not a prophet of doom, okay, or just saying this based on projections, economic projections. These things are not about positive confession most times. Most times it's about the figures. When you look at the figures, you can tell what the future will be like. So based on that, tough times, yeah, tough times. But of course, tough times never last. So we are believing that at some point things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. We're going to come out of this whole thing. But while we're still in it, what should be your attitude, and how should you personally come out of it? Because it's one thing for the nation to be going through, adversity. It's another thing for you personally to, come out of adversity. So you can be in a place, you can be in a, you can be in a society where things are not going so well. You are doing very well. Yeah, it's possible to be in Nigeria and do very well. Of course, there's so many case studies of that everywhere. People really. So if you're watching this right now, and personally in your life, you've seen a lot of you realize that things are not the way you want, and you're going through hard times, tough times, terrible times, and you want to come out of it. You know, I'm here to tell you that tough times never last, but tough people do. So for me, like I was saying, while I was reflecting on this earlier today, what I realized that this is my own personal story and story of people around me. Um, when you go through challenges, or you go through seasons of adversity in your life, for you to be able to come out of it, you have to focus more on yourself than on your challenges. And that's what the summary of what that statement is about. It says tough times never last. So, in other words, don't focus on tough times. Focus on tough people, because tough people do they last for all seasons, for all times. You know, yeah. So the focus should be on you, on you, on you, on you. When you go through terrible times, focus on yourself. So, but you find that most times that the reverse is the case. People focus more on the challenges, so trying to deal with the challenges, trying to deal with the problem, trying to solve the problem. But no, the focus should be on you. Let the spotlight be on you. Take your mind away from the problem and focus on yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's about you, my friend. It's about you. You know, it is who you become or what happens to you at the end of that challenge, that matters, and not the challenge itself. The challenge is insignificant compared to you. So you need to cast a spotlight on yourself, focus on yourself. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Young, please. Am I loud enough?
Yes, you're loud enough, very clear.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, sir. So yeah, so you must understand that every success you see anywhere came out of a challenge. That's the first thing you need to understand. That every time you hear a success story, or you see somebody who is successful, is success. That success story came out of a challenge. Of course, there cannot be success without a challenge. When you tell somebody I am successful, now what that means is that you went through something, you fought a battle. There was a challenge that you surmounted, that you succeeded at. There was something you succeeded at. So it is challenge that makes successes. If you want to be a successful person in the coming year, you must you must understand the importance of going through challenges. It is very important. If you want to stay in life, you just want to stay and you don't want to go through things, you don't want to go through terrible times, through tough times. You're just going to be doing yourself a lot of harm, because it is challenges. I wrote here on my tablet, the challenges are the factory that make champions. That's the factory where champions are made. Everybody who you see who has become great today went through challenges, fought certain battles. You can't call yourself a victor, or you can't call yourself victorious if you didn't fight the battle. You don't deserve to call yourself that. You can't wear a medal, if you didn't compete on the field, you didn't fight, true stuff. So there has to be a battle, there has to be a fighting, Yeah, so when you go through tough times, focus less on the problem. That's what I'm trying to say. Focus more on yourself, on who you are becoming. Okay? Yeah. It is who you have become after the adversity that matters, is who you have become. So you should see adversity as an opportunity to empower yourself. At the time to empower yourself. Everybody who you see doing something great today, everybody that you see, those people you follow online, the ones you see, physically who are doing great things today, go and find out. They one of the things they did was that they spent time developing themselves, working on themselves, before they came out, you know, of that challenge. And now their heads are now above the waters. They are now able to, stay at a certain level and remain there because of what they did to themselves, how they work on themselves in the midst of their challenges. So the work you're doing on yourself in the midst of what you are going through right now, that matters. Don't just sit down and be waiting for, miracle, waiting for things to just change, waiting for your life to just be better. Oh, 2024 is coming, so let's just wait. It's going to be a better year, a new year, a brand new year. And then you go to church, they give you all those words, prophetic words, and then you take them back home, and you're just every day you're confessing them, and you're sitting back at home waiting for things to change. No, my friends, nothing's going to. Even if you get a miracle, you can't sustain the miracle. You can't sustain it because it's the same you. So when that challenge comes again, it will bring you down, to hit you. But when you go through challenges and you develop yourself and learn your way out of those challenges, or you build yourself out of those challenges, you develop yourself out of those challenges, even when those kind of challenges come to you again, because you are now built for it, you can look them head on, deal with them, and then and that's what it means for people to grow and stay at a certain level in life. That's what it means for the people to grow. You grow to a level in life that, see, for example, personally, there are levels I cannot fall down to anymore. I know, not because I'm one superhuman, but because I've built myself to a point, where I'm now able to deal with the challenges, you know, that will come at those levels beneath me. So when challenges come at that level, I know what to do to get out of it. Because while I was going through those things, a couple of years back, some of those things, were very serious issues. I'm going to share a couple of stories with us, personal stories with us here. Even personal things that are very, very, very personal to me. I just feel I should share with you so that you can actually learn, understand what I'm saying better. Yeah, so you don't focus on the problem, that's what I'm saying. Focus on building yourself so that when you eventually come out of that thing, so when you build yourself, it helps you come out of that thing, and then it also helps you stay above that thing, those challenges that you're going through. There's a financial level you want to crack, for example. You have been at a particular financial level. You're between around that 100K, 200K level, and you want to come out of it. There are things that you can do that will come out of it. I'm going to show you some things that will help you come out of it because topic is harnessing your power. How you can harness your power, the power, innate power that you have to come out of those things and then stay above that level. Where you can begin to operate beyond where you are right now. You are in the hundreds of thousands and you want to come out of it. There are things you can do, principles you can learn when you develop yourself, things you can master that can put you above, bring you out of that level and take you to the next level, and then keep you above that level all your life. Such that, but even if you fall back, you know what to do to come out of it. So yeah. So when you focus on the problem, what happens is that it leads to self-doubt. There's self-doubt, there's fear, there's failure. That's what happens. So people who focus on their challenges don't succeed at anything because there's fear, there's self-doubt. You lose your confidence, and then you become lazy. That's one of the terrible thing about focusing on the problem. Because when you focus on the problem, your problems, you magnify it so much that it steals your power. It steals, number one, it steals your willpower from you. Number two, it steals your physical power from you. You find out that you just wake up and you don't have the strength or the energy or the vibe to do the things you'd love to do. The things you want to do can bring you out of that thing. You can't even think straight. You can't even come up with solutions. So doubt, fear, laziness, and failure ultimately are things born out of focusing on the challenge. So as you step into a new year, I want you to have a new attitude. That's the objective of this, what I'm doing tonight, to help you have a new attitude different attitude towards challenges. You're going to meet a lot of them again next year. That's the truth. Anybody who tells you you will meet challenges next year will be lying to you. They will come. But when they come, with what mindset and attitude would you face those challenges? That's so I'm trying to do some is what I'm trying to do here is a mind shift, to help you achieve a mind shift so that when you go through things, you attack them and you react to them, respond to them, with a certain kind of mindset that can help you become the best version of yourself when you're done, with that phase of your life. So when you focus on being tough, your attention is on self-development. So when you focus on tough times, self-doubt, fear, failure, laziness, and then failure is recycled over and over again. When you focus on being a tough person, your attention is on self-development. So you're looking at what you can do in the midst, of the challenge that can help you be a better person. I'm going to be showing you 5 areas very quickly. I'll be showing you 5 areas that you should intentionally focus on when you go through tough times. So I've been talking about developing yourself, empowering yourself in the midst of the challenges. So what are those areas that you can focus on? Based on what you're going through right now. See the things you're going through. So as I'm talking, I want you to begin to picture in your mind challenges you're going through right now. And I'm going to show you how you can harness your 5 areas you can harness your powers to be able to come out of that challenge. Even as we step into a new year. 5 areas that I believe you should focus on. If you want to, maybe in your business, you want to scale in your business, you want to scale, in your career, whatever that you do, you just want to, have better results next year, and you want to come out of that challenge that you're going through right now, that cycle. Some of you have been on the cycle. I don't know, I'm feeling like a pastor right now. But you've been on the cycle, you've been going around one level for so long, and you want out. You don't want it anymore. You want new experiences. You want, you want new results in the coming year. 5 areas, that you can begin to, focus on in the midst of that challenge, that cycle that you're in, that web that you're caught up in right now. 5 areas. So now and then, developing these 5 areas will do 2 things. It will help you come out of the challenge. That's what the first thing it will do. And it will help you not to fall back in. Okay? Yeah, it will help you not to fall back in. And then even when you fall back in, it will help you come out again and again. So there are things that can help you stay, stay above the water, stay, that can help you attain the kind of results you want in your life consistently. Not one-offs where you get the results and then tomorrow. No, consistently. Yeah, so 5 areas that you should build power, 5 areas that you should harness power, to be able to come out of challenges, out of adversity, and then stay above them, and then come out of them again if peradventure you fall back into them. How to stay, succeeding. So the first area is in your mind power, yeah. So when you're going through challenges, look past the challenges you're going through and focus on your mind power, on building your mind power, intellectual power. Yeah. So how much did you grow in your mind? How much are you growing in your mind in the course of that challenge? You're going through stuff right now. How much are you growing in the course of that challenge? How much are you growing? The business is not going the way you want. Things are not working the way you want. Are you just about complaining and just talking and just complaining and just waiting for a miracle to happen one day? If that is the case with you, then you're making a big mistake. You're going to be there for much longer time. Trust me, except a miracle happens. And like I said, even if a miracle happens and you are caught up in a certain kind of space again, you're going to go back to those challenges and it will be hard for you. So you need to focus on your mind power, harnessing your mind power. And how do you do that? Is by developing your mind, reading books. So look at the challenges you're going through right now, outline them. In your business, for example, in your career, for example, why are you stuck? There are reasons why you're stuck. I think you're not doing that right. So you need to sit down and ask yourself, be honest with yourself. Sit down and ask yourself, what are the challenges I'm facing right now? So clients are not coming the way I want, customers are not coming the way I want. I'm not profits and all the things. I don't have loyal staff members. All those challenges that you have right now that is limiting you in your business. Yeah, you focus on it. You outline them rather. You outline them, and then when you are done outlining them, you should now start asking yourself how you can solve those problems. How can I solve this problem? But there's a way out of it. Instead of just sitting and waiting for a miracle, begin to ask yourself how you can solve it. And how do you do that? Is by seeking for knowledge. Start making inquiries. Start asking questions. Start going for conferences. Start reading books. So as we enter into a new year, you must have plans for these things. Conferences you want to attend. For example, conference is coming. Young is organizing the conference, Profit Fusion, bringing some of the you know biggest masterminds in the business space here in Nigeria. You come for that kind of meeting with your challenges in mind. Okay, so this is these are the things I'm going through right now. And these are the issues. This is the cycle that I've been caught up in. As you come for that conference, you come with a heart. You're willing to learn and to get equipped. So that you can go back to your business, go back to that career, go back to that relationship, and solve that problem. Okay, so your mind power, reading books in the area, doing researches. So what I always tell people is this: whenever you are going through a challenge, see that challenge as an area of research. See it as an area of research. As a research, if you're looking for something to research on your problems. Forget about the things you like. I love researching on sports. No, leave those things. Focus on your problem. Research out your problems. As you research, one of the things it does for you is that it makes you see that challenge as an adventure. Yeah, you follow it, like an adventure. You go through it like an adventure, because you're learning new things. It's getting you excited, stimulating your mind. So even when that thing is happening and when the challenge is taking other dimensions, it's getting you excited because you have it's an opportunity for you to learn something new. So you do researches, ask questions, read books, do findings on that thing, and then document your journey. That's one of the things you need to do as you go through challenges. Document the journey. Now, see, it will do a lot of things for you. Okay, it will do a lot of things for you. So, of course, it will help you come out of that challenge. As you keep researching how to come out of it, you come out of it. But beyond, coming out of it, the greater thing that it will do for you is that it will make you an authority in that area, so that you can now begin to help people solve that same problem. Solve that, you can now begin to help people. Because you didn't just go through it, you documented the processes that brought you out of it. So it will help you not to fall back into that problem. And even when you fall back into it, it will help you come out of it again and again because you now know the how to. And then it will also help you, empower others. It will help you empower others. It will make you an authority in that area. And then all of the things. So I learned this particular one recently. Sometime this year, this is like a personal story. Something happened to me. I had some, because I operate in the family life space. I'm a family life coach. I do counseling for premarital counseling for singles and courting couples, and then for newlyweds especially, and of course married couples. But my major area of focus is for newlyweds. So I had some encounters recently with in my trade because of my trade, and it affected my mind, and then it started affecting my sexual performance with my wife. Right, so it was a scary thing. Yeah, it was a scary thing because we were married. We married for 2 years plus now, but as at this time it was just 1 year plus, and I'm like, so I was having issues, getting an erection and all of that, right? So because of some of the things I heard from a client, it affected me so much. It affected me so much. I think it was more like empathy. I put myself in the shoes of my client, and because my client was going through the same kind of thing, and it just messed up my mind. So, but it was a big issue for me because I had not gone through. I had never, all these years of being, sexually active. I've never gone through something like that before. So it made me so worried. Made me so worried. And then one of those days, I got talking to one of my mentors, and we're just talking about this. I opened up to him. He was counseling me, And then another of my friend who is also, he's a he's a therapist, sex therapist, and he was also helping me. I was going through therapy under him, and the two of them told me something. They said, enjoy this phase of your life. Of course, this is even your place in the family life space, and this is one thing people go through. So why not just see this as the motivation to even learn how to come out of this? So research it. So as I started doing, I started researching it, reading books, reading articles, watching videos, just doing things, and it was exciting. Even in the course of doing that, most times when I try to, engage with my wife, I find out that it's still there. But I was just excited going through it, going through the experience, going through all of that, and you know, um, at the end of the day, it came, and by the time I was able to renew my mind, the whole thing just went, and I, gained back my manpower. Amen. Yeah, but the major excitement for me was not coming back, to being active. It was the things I learned. So right now I have a whole curriculum on how to help people navigate that thing, and I developed it in the course of it. And I've been helping people. I've been helping people. I've been test running this thing, and it's been working for a couple of people around me. So what I'm saying in essence is that you adversity is not the problem is your mindset. You keep seeing it as a problem. This thing is a problem. Let it go. Let it go. Sometimes the thing needs to stick so that you can learn the things you need to learn. Sometimes your money, the millions you're looking for, is in that problem. Learn how to help people navigate it. When you learn how to come out of it, and when you apply the principles you're learning and they work for you, you can package it and sell it. As of course, the internet. I believe we're going to have sessions. Already had sessions on that. We're going to have sessions on power of the internet and how to leverage it to sell. Okay, so put things, sell courses, sell books. You know, be an influencer in that area. So your challenges, there's money in your challenges. That's what I'm saying. There's money. There's the economic side to the challenges you're going through right now. If you know how to turn that thing to power, and to profit. Yeah. So that's what we're doing here. That's what we'll be doing in the conference in on January 6th. Sorry, January 6th next year. Showing you how to turn that pain to profit and all the things. Okay. So mind power. Then number two is in the area of social power. So the first one is mind power. Okay, when you're going through stuff, make sure you're working on your mind, and so on. Social power. As you go through stuff, also adversity, see that as an opportunity to also expand your network, your social network. Okay, your network, your social power, your influence with people. There's an opportunity to do that. So as you go through challenges, number one, look for people who have gone through that challenge and have come out of it. Network with them. So in the course of funny enough, in the course of going through that stuff I mentioned earlier on, I met a lot of people in the family life space. Because I got talking to a lot of people, just trying to run it by them. And right now in my career, I was able to expand my network base because of that. If I didn't go through that thing, I won't have some of the kind of friends I have now, the kind of contacts I have now. It even helped me solidify, my relationship with my sex counselor, my sex therapist, because when we're not so close before that experience got us very close. We knew each other from way back, but we're not so close. When that thing happened, I had to reach out to him, and although before that we were talking, because when we found out that we were operating in the same industry, we were talking, but not so close. But in the course of that, we became closer. And after that experience, we did a lot of projects together. A lot of projects. In short, my first appearance in for an international TV, it was through him. This year, it was through him. He was not available to speak, so he just called me up a couple of hours before and told me to go on air, and all of that. So that's one of the things it does. So you network with people. Don't just stay and be stalking, going through your challenge. Go out, meet people who have gone through that same thing. Learn from them. Stay with them. Then number two is get people who are also going through what you're going through. Okay? People who are going through what you're going through. So there's something I wrote here before I come to that. I wrote here, I said, get a mentor in line with your battles and just stop farming. Some of you, when you want to pick mentors, you always go for people who are popular. So people who, have influence, power. I mean, known and all of that. But that is not be the major motivation for having someone as a mentor. Pick a mentor in line with the battles you're fighting. What are the battles you're fighting currently? And who is that person that can help you come out of it? Can help you win, can help you navigate it. So get that kind of person. Find get people. Don't just stop this whole farming thing. This person is my mentor. I know him one on one. It doesn't count. Can that person help you navigate your current level in your life? So yeah. So find people who have gone through what you're going through. Look for people going through the same thing with the same mindset, not people who are going through the same challenge with you but are allowing it conquer them. No, people who see adversity and challenges as you know some something they can chew on, like something they can I can something they who enjoy going through it. Go through it with them, network with them. All of you talk about it together, document your journey together, build community together. Yeah, build community around adversity. Get people going through stuff. Okay, so how can we come out of it? Not a community of people who come and complain, no, but people who come and sit down and talk, discuss. So as you enter into the new year, get people, that area of your life, that's space where you are at right now. Get people who are also there, maybe your business, your career, get them, let's work with them. All of you go through it together. There's power in community. It's called a tribe. Belong to a tribe. Look for people in that space. Sometimes it's online. There are online communities like that. Join those kind of communities. You know, then physically to get people, build a community with people. As we get into a new year, you must leverage the power of tribe. You must leverage the power of community as we get into a new year to help you, go through all of that. Then also look for people who are going through what you're going through, but don't know how, to come out of it. People who are going through those things and you know they're allowing it, destroy them. They're allowing it mess them up. Look for them and help them. Even when you're going through your stuff and you're coming out of it gradually, every success that you achieve, every milestone that you achieve, teach somebody else how to go through. Package it, you know, package it and sell it. There's no rule that anywhere that says that you must have overcome something before you teach others. It's a big fat lie. It's a big fat lie. You can be going through something and teaching people how to come out of it. As you are learning it and you're applying it and you're seeing the result, because sometimes these things are not magic. You can't just come out of it at once. Sometimes gradually. As you're going, don't wait until you have it all figured out. As you're figuring it out, you're getting information, getting knowledge, in that area. You're packaging, you're selling it to people, you're finding ways to, show, just release it to the world. And then sometimes for free, sometimes for fee, people are paying you and you're going through your stuff, you know, then you're making money from going through that thing and learning how to come out of it as well. Okay, so just find a way to expand your social power. That's what I'm trying to say in summary. Expand your social power in as you go through these things, expand your social power, expand your network, you know, build community around what you're going through, build a field, a build a what's it called? Build a make a career out of it, make you know a niche out of it. Whatever, just find a way to make sure that you don't waste your journey, okay, through that challenge. You don't waste it. No challenge deserves to be wasted. You don't waste it. Every challenge is a gold mine, you know. Yeah, it's a gold mine. See it as a gold mine. See it as an opportunity to learn something that can change your life and change the lives of people around you. Okay, so treat it as such. The third one is character power. Character power. Yeah. So as you go through things, through challenges, you will notice that some of the things you're going through right now is because of certain character defects. See, this is one area that most people have not come to realize that some think that when, especially here in Africa, when you go through things, oh, my village people, oh, my ancestors, oh, this, oh, you just find somebody to blame. But most times it's you. is you. Sometimes you're the problem. You're the problem. Character is the problem. It's a character thing. So ask yourself, why am I going through this? Why is my business like? Why am I not scaling in my business? Why am I not making progress? Why am I on a merry-go-round? All the goals like I wanted to achieve this year, why could I not achieve them? It's not because it's not because any spiritual. You are the problem. Most times, because you've not sat down to look at yourself and to see where you are missing it, to see the areas that you need to work on. So as you go through stuff, you also try to check, see okay, what can I work, what area, what can I do, which areas can I work on, and all of that. So as you go through that, you know, economically, some of you relationally, you don't have friends, you don't have people, who don't trust you, you don't have integrity with people. So as you go through stuff, you build all of that, health wise, so your health is depreciating. Health challenges, there are reasons. It might be because you don't eat well, because you don't sleep well, because you don't exercise properly. It could just be things. So you go there and then work on yourself in that area. Let every challenge leave you more refined in your character. Don't go through a particular phase of your life and then when you enter the next phase, it's still the same you, the old you. No, what will happen is that you will fall back to where you used to be. Because every new level requires new character, it requires new, attitude, it requires new habits, it requires every new level in life requires new habits, requires a new you. We're talking about the new year, right? But the focus should not be on the new year, it should be on the new you. It shouldn't be on the new year. Don't focus on the new year. Because you see the same sun that will go rise and set. See the same sun. So you focus on it. Let it focus be on the new you instead of the new year. Okay, my time is up, right? How many more minutes more do I have? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like you to wrap up. I've been trying to signal you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So the last two. Okay, so character power. Then the fourth
Yeah,
one
go
is
ahead with your
physical
final
power.
thoughts. Final thoughts.
Yeah. So physical power. Okay, physical power. Yeah. Use adversity as a season to develop yourself physically as well. Okay. So as you're going through stuff, don't just be physically. Exercise your mind. Exercising. When you exercise, you eat properly. It helps your mind. It helps you think well. It helps you, figure out, how to come out of that. And increase your confidence. Because when you're going through those challenges, you need your confidence. I mean, one of the things you need in 2024 is confidence. You need to increase your confidence level. Okay, so exercising will help you do that. It helps you master your emotions as well. Okay, and all of that. And the fifth one is spiritual power. Okay, spiritual power. Very, 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 very key. Most times when we go through things, we want to figure it out all by ourselves. But sometimes it's not that way. Sometimes you need to, understand that there's a higher power, beyond, you know, um, you and the things you can do. There's something called spiritual leverage. Okay, you can leverage the spiritual. We're all spirit beings. That's the truth. Whether you believe it or not. Okay, whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Hindu, whether you're Buddhist, we're all spiritual beings. Okay, and we can leverage this, the spiritual, the supernatural, to be able to, you know, get certain results. Okay, and of course I'm a Christian, so as a Christian I can tell you this confidently. There are spiritual processes too that you can go through to come out of adversity. There are spiritual processes. There are things that you can do, as a Christian. So let me just wrap up with this story. The story of the ten leper. When we read that story, if you're a Christian and you read that story from the Bible, when we read that story most times, what comes to our mind is so when Jesus said to them, that one that came back to thank him, said, "Go, your faith has made you whole." So sometimes when we preach wholeness, we say, okay, Jesus Christ gave him something higher, wholeness, which is something higher than you know um, healing. Just like healed him of leprosy and made him whole. Of course, that's the way to also interpret that. But one of the times I read that scripture a couple of years back, the light I got was this. Jesus said to him, "Go, for your faith has made you whole." Now, the other nine guys, of course, that story, Jesus told them to go and show themselves to the priest on their way to the temple because they are healing. They didn't know, they just got their healing. They saw that they were healed, but they didn't know how. They didn't know how that healing came. But this one guy came back and Jesus told him, "Go." for your faith has made you whole. In other words, it was your faith that made you whole. So beyond getting a healing, that guy caught a revelation that day that it was his faith that made him whole. So what that means is that if that guy happens to probably go through leprosy again, he 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 doesn't have to meet Jesus to get his healing. He now know how to get his healing. It's not meeting him physically. It's my faith that will make me whole, not meeting Jesus. I don't have to see him face to face. Just believing in Jesus is enough for me. I don't have to see him physically. But the other nine didn't know this. So if those other nine happen to probably fall back into leprosy again a couple of years after, you'll be looking for Jesus everywhere again. Of course, he would have gone to heaven by that time because he just lived on earth for 3.5 years. But this other one caught the revelation. It was your faith that made you whole. So I'm just saying that there are spiritual processes too. It was faith for that man. But as we go through stuff, summary is this: just ensure that you're documenting, ensure you're learning how to stop waiting for a miracle. Because if you come out of a problem through a miracle and you fall back into that problem, you're waiting for a miracle. And you don't know when it will come. Miracles, you can't predict miracles. You cannot project miracles. It can happen today, it can happen 10 years, it can happen 20 years, it can happen in 30 years time. You never can tell. But when it's a process and there are principles, you're working with principles, you can tell, you can project, you can tell yourself this is when this is how to come out of this, and this is when I'll come out of this if I follow these processes. So document your journey, document the processes, go through it with thanksgiving, go through it with gratitude, go through it with joy in your heart, go through it with you know, see it as something beautiful, see challenges as something beautiful. If you have this kind of mindset, develop this kind of mindset towards challenges, you will chew them in 2024. When they come, they will come. You chew them, and when you're done chewing them, you're gonna come out better, stronger, and you're gonna come out with all sort of results. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Young. Thank you for having me. Young, are you here? Oh, I think he's having network issues. Young.
Yeah, I
Okay,
am
you're back.
back. Apologies. I don't know what happened. Can you hear me now?
Yes, very well. I can.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Very well. I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, a bit of network issues from my StreamYard was. Yes, I can hear you now. The network was affecting me, and also the StreamYard was malfunctioning at the same time. So I had to get it back up. Okay, thank you so much for that amazing session. I heard everything you said. It was just at the point when I was to come back live, and then it started malfunctioning. Thank you so much. That was amazing. I want to highlight very quickly, what you shared about and I think I'm seeing it for the first time in that light, where we talk about being made whole, and then we feel like being made whole is a gift that was given to that young man but then we don't see the dimension of knowledge that he has also gotten to know that it is his faith that made him whole. In other words, next time when you are in this situation, all you need is the application of faith and you'll be out of it. The rest have moved on, and then they don't know the process, they don't know the so next time if that thing happens, they'll be busy asking themselves, where can we find him? Meanwhile, this other one knows my faith has made me whole. That's very profound, very profound. And that's what we're trying to do for business people in 2024. We are trying to create a culture where people feel valued, where people feel
I'm struggling to hear you, Young.
all right. So I noticed that my mic got muted. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yes, I can very well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I can hear you very
Is
well.
the network still disturbing? Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, okay. Apologies. I think the network is very terrible this evening. I wouldn't know why that's
It
happening
is.
today. Okay, right, great. So that was a very, very powerful and profound way of wrapping up. And I thank you for sharing that with us today. That was very, very powerful. Thank you for sharing that with us today. So as I was saying, these are some of the things we're trying to do for people in 20 able to articulate the processes. They don't even need to be complex. They don't need to be complex. They just need to be simple.
Wow, your network is really, really terrible tonight.
Okay, I am back now. Is it better? What's going on? Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yeah, yeah, it's better.
Awesome. Sorry, I don't know why I was having a bit of a my internet was lagging. I had to restart this. Okay, so it's better now. And so I was saying that these are the kind of things we're trying to do for business people in 2024, where they also get to see the process. They get to see how they were able to make this move. And when you are in a community of other business people like you, and they share ideas, share their stories. Stories can be very powerful. I can't tell how much stories have
Yeah.
continued to shape me in my journey. And so sometimes you sit with people who tell you, my faith made me whole, and you're like, oh wow, I also have this thing. Why have I not been applying it? I find that I get this result. Oh, this is the missing link behind the result I got and what I'm trying to redo again. And that's the power of being in a network of the right set of people who know their onions, who have been able to walk the path, and they know how they were able to achieve certain results. And it's why we're bringing people like you together, people like Precious, people like our amazing speakers that we're bringing in at different levels, so that we can all continuously share our ideas, share our stories, and get more people, energized throughout the year 2024. 2024, believe me, is going to be an amazing, amazing year. But again, for those people who understand the roadmap of this journey and are able to who will be able to maximize the knowledge of what they have done in 2023 and leverage it in 2024 so that they can do a lot better than they were doing before, and that's the beauty of it. So that's why we've lined up all these amazing speakers for the pre-conference masterclass and of course the main conference. So thank you, Mr. Chijioke Moses. This was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us today. We're happy to have you here.
Thank you, Young. Thank you for having me. My pleasure. Pleasure. Always.
All right, thank you so much. So right now we'll go for a short break and then we'll bring Precious Oriji on board, ladies and
Get
gentlemen.
ready for an event like no other. Introducing the Redefining 2024 with Young. Happening live at the KSCC Prayer Dome, Ikeja, Lagos on Saturday, the 6th of January 2024. Time, 10 a.m. Theme, Profit Fusion, Igniting Growth for Accelerated Wealth. Don't miss out on the chance to get deep insights from global speakers and industry leaders. Connect with high net worth individuals who share your drive for financial success and redefine your path to success for your business and career. Join us for a day that will shape your future. See you at Redefining 2024 with Young. Get ready for an event like no other. Introducing the Redefining 2024 with Young. Happening live at the KSCC Prayer Dome, Ikeja, Lagos on Saturday, the 6th of January 2024. Time, 10 a.m. Theme, Profit Fusion, Igniting Growth for Accelerated Wealth. Don't miss out on the chance to get deep insights from global speakers and industry leaders. Connect with high net worth individuals who share your drive for financial success and redefine your path to success for your business and career. Join us for a day that will shape your future. See you at Redefining 2024 with Young.
Right, so welcome back to the pre-conference online masterclass for Profit Fusion, Redefining 2024, yes, conference, of course. And so I'm excited to have wrapped up the session with Chijioke Moses. That was amazing. So we're looking at Profit Fusion, Igniting Growth for Accelerated Wealth. And of course, we have another speaker joining us today, the person of Precious Oriji, who will be talking on the topic, the art of persuasive copywriting, crafting messages that convert. So in 2024, one of the things you must learn to do is learn to convert. You must learn to convert. If you have 10 leads and you're not able to convert one, you're not able to convert three out of that 10, then it means that you're doing something that is not working. And then even worse is when you're not able, if you're able to convert about 5 to 7, that's high, that's good. But when you're converting like 3, that's like 30% conversion rate compared to the number of leads you're getting, right? Especially if your leads are qualified, right? And so one of the things that you're going to be learning tonight is how to convert faster with the right tools. And this lady right here is someone that is very dear to my heart. One of her ads, I can't remember. Is it Mocha Form? Is it Vital Form? I know it's one of those, one of those mattress brands. I'm sure she will talk about it when she comes on board, when she did the copy for them and it went viral. I even showed some of my friends. I said, see, I know the person that did this ad. In the office we're talking about it one time like that, and I was telling them about this young lady and all the amazing stuff she does. So she knows how to write copies, persuasive copies that convert. So who is this young lady? Precious Oriji. She's the co-founder of Create for Buzz, a community for creatives in the marketing and communications industry. She's most renowned for her expertise in sales psychology, as she has charted a fine path in the business world as top sales and marketing expert. She works as a copywriter and content strategist. She's also an author and public speaker. She's passionate about building people's capacities with a particular focus on giving young people the knowledge and skills they need to take advantage of employment and entrepreneurial opportunities in line with SDG Goal 1. not just in the title, but with her vast understanding of sales and psychology. She has worked for both foreign and top Nigerian brands, e.g., Vitaform. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. And Land Republic. So, as a copywriter, creating successful market campaigns using a special S2PD system. Oh, you want to surely learn that one. So she has also trained over 10,000 persons through training and webinars on the skills of copywriting, sales, and marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, based on her marketing prowess, she has gotten numerous recognitions and awards like the Exceptional Woman in Sales and Marketing 2023 Tewa, then influential female writer by WBA, then also top 100 exceptional women in 2023 by Tewa, and many others. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about no other person than Precious Oriji, and she's live right here with us this evening, giving us a charming smile and getting ready to come on stage. So I bring to you this evening Precious Oriji. Hello. Hello,
Hi.
Precious.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening. Good to have you here. It's been a long one, and I know you've been waiting all day to give us this
Yeah.
amazing. Good to have you here.
Okay. Good evening,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you for the introduction. That introduction, you start expecting that. But it's all fine. I'm happy to be here. It's always a pleasure to discuss copywriting, persuasion, sales, and marketing. Something I'm really passionate about. Only to the fact that it's something that is very essential. Like nobody can actually do without it. No matter if industry you are, whether you are finance, health, relationship, this topic, this concept, it's something that cannot be looked aside. So it's very,
Overemphasized.
very
Yep.
important.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
yeah,
cannot be
yeah, yeah.
missed.
It's something that's very, 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 very important. And so I think I have just 30 minutes. Which is very small to talk about writing, but that's fine. Let's see what we can do with our time, like very, 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 very quick.
Don't worry,
To talk about
we're very liberal depending on how much you're willing to give us today. So go
okay,
ahead with your time.
okay, sorry. So to talk about the art of persuasive writing. Firstly, what can we call persuasive writing? Like, what does it? Is it the same thing with the normal writing we do? I don't want to make it look so I don't want to make it look so something like ambiguous. It's not something you should be scared about. It's just writing, all right? But it just like has a purpose. Every writing has a purpose, right? Like you can't just say, oh, I'm writing. It has a purpose, and its purpose is to. I'm not going to say it's to sell, even if that's what most people think. Persuasive writing is all about. No, it's not just to sell. The main purpose of persuasive writing is to make people take action. So whatever action you want them to take, whether it's to click the link, whether it's to follow you, whether it's to send me a DM, whatever action, whether it's to look at me as I'm talking, yeah. I can write persuasively in my status to make people click a link to start watching me. So it's just to make people take action. That's the whole essence of what persuasive writing is or what copywriting really entails. So I'm going to dissect. Like I said, we have 30 minutes. It might not be enough to go with it. We're just going to be touched on some core aspects, which I know if you really pay attention after this class, at the end of this class, you should be to write persuasively that you will make people take action. Yeah, if you really pay attention to everything I'm going to be saying in this class, I'm going to be talking on the core basic. And trust me, this basics part I'm going to be talking about are the most essential part of persuasive writing. Most people are leaving this to focus on like formula, theories, and all that. No, forget about all those stuff. I'm going to be sharing some um core basic knowledge with you guys today. And trust me, if you pay attention to the end of the class, at the end of this class, rather, you should be able to come up with a persuasive content that will make people take action. Whether it's to make them buy your offer, or you run a business, whether it's to make them send you a DM to come and buy from you, whether it's to convince. I don't want to use the word convince. I'm trying hard not to use the word convince, because trust me, copywriting is not just to convince people. You don't really convince people. You can't force people to do what they want. Like, you don't really convince people. You just show them, all right? You understand what I'm saying? That I will go into that deeper in class. Okay, now let's just go to what copywriting is all about. I always say, for me, copywriting is not just convincing people, it's beyond convincing people. We do a lot of things. So I will give my own definition. I coined, yes, after over 3 years of experience writing almost every day, I coined this definition from my work. Copywriting is using words to create or design an experience. You later understand what I mean when I'm using the word design and experience. You're designing an experience or a feeling in the mind of your reader or in the mind of your audience to make them take a specified positive action. So, like, you're not just making them take a action, any action. No, a specified positive action. For example, when I write anything related to copy, I'm not just making you take any action, scroll, back. No, you should be taking a specified. I need to be a positive action, because I can be wanting you to click a link and go buy my course. And some people be telling me I'm interested. That's a negative action, right? You see, people took action. They watch a video and they got restricted. But instead of clicking the link you send them to do, they are shouting, I'm interested. That should tell you they are taking a negative action. So the whole thing you should be doing with your copy or with your persuasive content is to make people take a positive action. How do you do that? By creating an experience, a feeling in their mind. Like, people people take action based on feeling. We are human beings, we are full of emotion. The reason we are here is not because you want to look at my face. I'm very sincere. Not because you like me. That's just the truth. All right, human beings are we are quite selfish. You're not here because of me. You're not here because of young. No, no, no. You're not here because you like to see his face. You're here basically because of yourself. You want to satisfy it. You want to learn something new. You want to learn what will make you grow your brand. You see, when you're just selfish. So that's the same thing. When you want to craft out compelling messages to your audience or your readers, you have to put this in thought. What will make them buy my course? What will make them buy my offer? What will make them take my offer? What will make them buy from me? You have to make them see what's in for them. Like, human beings are really selfish. Like, I had to put a content on my timeline for people to join in here, and I did not say, "Oh, it's about me." I just told them, "Oh, I want to be teaching you how to craft out complex images." That's what's in their mind. They were not thinking about me. They're not thinking, "Oh, let me turn off for pressure. Oh, let me because I want to see precious fine attire." You know, they're not here for me. So the same thing, your readers are not there for you. Yeah, they are selfish. I don't care what you're selling, whether you're selling long life and prosperity. If I don't see what's in for me, if I don't see what I chance to benefit, if I don't see how it affects my life, I don't give a damn about you. Do we get that? Right, so you have to paint an experience, a feeling, to make them see you want to help them. So I'll go into the core things a good copy should have that actually make it persuasive. The first thing I've always been emphasizing, those that know me, is let your content be conversational, right? People love conversation. They don't like you talking to them alone. Like, just imagine like, even till now, when your boss calls you and sit down and start talking to you, you feel tired because you be like, let this man do and wrap up. They say people don't like being talked at. They like being they like having a discussion. That's the key word. People don't like being talked at. So when you come online, you're just talking about your product, about blah. No, People don't like you. They don't like being talked. They don't like being told what to do. They don't like being micromanaged. Do you get what I mean? For example, work is easier, but once your boss tells you, "I want this to be done," that work becomes harder. People don't like being talked to. People don't like being told what to do. People like conversation. They like to see, oh, you're making them part of the discussion. So let your writing be conversation. Have a discussion. Have a conversation with your readers. Everybody loves conversation. Everybody loves conversation. It's very easy to do this. And one way I always tell my students is, imagine someone is seated next to you. Example, if I want to sell this bottle water to someone, I just imagine someone seated next to me. How will I take? Like, what will I say that will make this person get interested in this water? I'm gonna ask a question with, are you thirsty? Like, do you need to imagine someone is seated next to you and have a conversation with them? That's how to write. So when they are reading your stuff, they feel like, oh, like, I don't know, but as I was reading, I was seeing you, like I was feeling you in my mind. Who would do that? They would tell me I was reading your content, and it's as if you're talking to me. That's the beauty of having a conversation. People feel you are talking with them, not talking at them. Do you understand? They feel it's a two-way something. Make your message conversational. If you really want to write words that convert, make it conversational. Have a conversation. It's very easy to do. Let's say, imagine you're talking to someone. Use short sentences. When you're talking to someone, you don't rap. You don't show your words in one breath. But when you want to write that post on social media, you put everything in one paragraph. I will be like, how do you expect me to read to the end? Like, it looks ambiguous, it looks hard to read. But when you use short and simple sentences, people can just read one line, then the next line. Like, it flows. Those that know me, if you see my content on my social, like, they're very easy to read. Like, each line very short. So that's the way we talk. So the same thing, when you come online to write your marketing message, don't change how you talk. Write the way human beings talk. You are still selling to humans, you're not selling to robots. The same human beings you're talking to in the bus, the same human beings you talk to at home, your neighbors, they're the same human beings on social media. All right, they're the same human beings you want to sell to. They're not different. So don't come and change your style. Keep that same style flow. See, there's kind of marketing that I will write. I will create. However, sometimes I will put some slangs. Yeah, that relates to maybe my kind of audience. I'm just trying to make them feel it's real. I've written an email before for a company, and this company, their brand voice is something for the Gen Z, like youth kind of. So once I'm writing an email for this kind of audience, sometimes I will use the word almost, sometimes I will use the word man. Like, it makes them feel like as if they are having a real life conversation. That is what your readers want to feel. They want to feel like it's a real life conversation. They want it looks well. Once it looks well, they'll just, because they can't imagine it. And trust me, once they can't imagine it, they're not having a conversation with you. Your readers need to be imagining what you're saying. Their minds needs to be in conversation with you. Right? Because when their mind is in conversation with you, it becomes hard for them to scroll. But when they are really and like they are not engaging with their mind, they can't scroll. Do you see why most people don't read what you write? You be like, you never read, I never read to the end. Because their minds are not in the conversation. Attention span is very short. People don't really have that time for you. They don't have that time to read, to buy from you, to sell from you, like to buy from you. That people don't have that time. Nobody comes on social media and say, I want to pay 10 million for land. Nobody comes on social media and say, I want to get a course. People are just on social media to do other things. So you have to help them by, like, I always say, help the algorithm help you. Now I'm saying, help your readers to help you, like buy from here. Because if you don't make it conversational, it becomes harder for them to read. All right, just like I said, for example, if I'm talking to young maybe we met somewhere and I'm talking. I will not just talk. I'll talk. I will smile. I wait for him to talk. I will ask questions. Do you get me? Like, you see, like, okay, think about this. You know, this kind of short phrases we use in real life. Use that too in your, especially your social media copy. All right, let people feel it. All right. Example, if I've written a copy before and I'll use the word like, the thing is what I'm about to show you. Stuff like that, people feel, oh, you're talking to me. How do you know? For example, I was say, okay, you think I'm joking, right? You think this is unbelievable, like you think this is unbelievable. People feel yes, like how do you say no? I was thinking it's unbelievable. Do you understand? One way to actually do this to make it easier for you again, what I always is when I'm writing a marketing message, if I read each line, I would ask myself, what will this person ask me if it's a real life scenario, right? If I say, oh, this is going to type, this line I'm going to sell to you, um, is located in the blah 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 blah. In 5 years' time, it's going to do this. I ask myself, this person ask like believe this, or when this person asks a question, and once I know, okay, me too, I'm a human being. So if I hear this thing, I might doubt and I say, okay, where like okay, where is even the location? Like so, I'll try to answer that question in my next line. So I can say something like, oh, this one I'm about to say to you, blah, 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 10 million around there. Okay, I know you're thinking it is too expensive, or where is it even located? What if I tell you, you see, I was able to answer that question in that person's head. So when that person is reading now, and that person gets to that point, that person will be like, how did this person know I was saying that in my mind? You see how sweet your marketing message can get once you know how to be conversational. All right. And that is just one of it. I think I have few minutes. Let me see how fast I can actually wrap up other basic concepts. The next one is being relative. All right, relative. All right, all right. No matter how conversational your stuff is, if it's not relative, if I can't relate, trust me, you will lose me. All right. You were writing something very interesting. For example, now, I want to like I told you, I was using an example of the email I created for a real estate brand. And their target audience was like millennials and Gen Zs, and I was able to use I was able to use story related to like Gen Z. But if I take that same story and I'm using that same style and I'm writing for adults, or maybe let me say elderly people, to them they can't flow, they will just scroll. You see why it needs to be also related. That your content or your copy is conversational, your music is conversational, doesn't mean it will convert if it is not related. I need to be able to relate with it. That brings us to the power of writing to one person. If you really want to your stuff to convert, trust me, don't target everybody. Write for one person in mind. If you have 10 people you want to sell to, it's better you write one for the 10 people than thinking about, oh, I'm writing for nurses, I'm writing for elderly people, I'm writing for young people, and you now put them into one. No, no, no. Write for one audience in mind. Because the truth is, when you write for one audience in mind, it becomes easier for you to be able to. For example, once I'm given a job to write a copy for, I always ask, who are my target audience? All right, like who are my target audience? Okay, let me give an example for the Vital phone stuff. When I was given that job to create their campaign for the Valentine, I was like, okay, who are my audience? I want to know who I'm writing for. What am I writing for? I got the brief. People that are into Valentine spirit, it's young people, blah blah blah. So after myself, what would young people like? Young people like slang. Young people like flexing, especially in Valentine season. That I actually came up with that kind of flexing, whereas we are good in bed. People understand, man. You understand? So that's just and people in that category, when they see that thing, they will relate to it instantly. I don't care why the people maybe in 80 years they don't understand it. It's not my business. That message was not for them. The people are writing, they will understand and it will convert. Do you understand? That ad got so like that campaign got like went mad viral because I wrote to the person that like, see, trust me, your audience are not small. Right, for one person, that like we have that one person in a million. You're writing for maybe a young person in school. We have students in a million that will convert. So don't try to be penny wise, plum foolish. Like, oh, because I want to make everybody buy from me, I'll not like to every right for one person in mind. Make sure that it is related to that one person. If you are using story, so that story you want to say is related to that person. Alright, I'm writing a copy for a brand on relationship. Alright, um trust me, I had to go check out for stories on relationship because guys they will understand better, right? It flows easily with them rather than me using stories related to politics and all that. Like they can relate. Do you understand? So that's the essence of knowing the person you're writing to and writing something that is related to them. It makes them understand faster. It makes them see, oh, this person is talking to me. I'm feeling it. I'll use story that relates to you. I realized I think why is for fitness products. I try not to target everybody. I streamline my audience to maybe to married people. Right, married women. I don't use married people. I use married women. So when I was writing that marketing message, all my stories were around what will trigger the emotion of married women that have children. So I was using story related with children. Oh, your children will not be able to play with you if you don't use these tools, and your back pain will continue. Do you understand? Sorry. So everything I was doing was actually targeted towards them, and it makes that product to come like after 6 months, the client called me and was like, I'm still using this copy to today because it converted so well. And why did it convert? People could relate to the story I told them in the copy. They were like, ah, that's true. I have a child. That's true. This person just so like me. Like people feel like I don't know how to say. Okay, let me use that emotion of empathy. Yes, people feel like this person knows what it means to be in my shoe, and people appreciate those that understands them. God, once you can show you understand your reader, people will love you. That's the reason you go to therapist and you're paying money and they are still telling you what to do. Do you understand? Like you're paying, for example, you're paying 100K, 200K, and still therapist is still controlling you. Oh, this is what you should do. Go sleep. When you sleep, play this song. And you've been doing it. But on the norms, your parents will say something you will not do. People will advise you will not do. But you will still pay therapist, and that therapist will still tell you what to do. Why? Because the therapist made us believe that they understand us. They will like understand what you're going through, understand the state you are. Like you just feel like you just give yourself to that therapist because you feel, oh, only this person in this whole wide world knows what I'm going through. Do you understand that? Are we following? So that's just it. And at the end, just they'll still tell us what to do and we'll do it. You see, people don't like being pushed. They just like being understood. All right, people just want to be understood. So when you show you understand them, trust me, they will do anything you want them to do because they feel like you can solve their problem, and that's what they want. They want their problems to be solved. They don't care about you. Okay. The next thing on my list is your marketing message should be helpful. Alright, there must be something there that should help them. It is not showing that you want to help them. Oh, you just want to sell to them. Trust me, they will leave you because you're the only person selling it. And I told you, people don't wake up in the morning and say, okay, today being 16, I want to spend 10 million. People don't wake up in the morning and say that no, but I've spent a whole lot of money today. Debit alert everywhere. You see, but I don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, I want to get debit alert. People don't wake up in the morning and say they want to like they want money to leave their bank. No, they just saw something that was helpful to them and they are paying for it. Oh, I was coming and I need Uber. I was going somewhere today and I needed boat. Boat is useful to me. I will pay. People after themselves. So if you really want to sell, if you really want your marketing message to convert, you must show that you really want to help. Show that you really want to help their life. show that you're after their life. Like, show them what their life will be like if they don't take your help. Exactly. And then I think you read some kind of things and people will be like, imagine your next 5 years and your next 5 years, your children your children will be called landlord's children, like just because you take a simple decision of depositing 300,000 naira today. You see, I'm showing, like, I'm not telling them it's about land. I'm not telling them it's about their children. Like, you have to relate it to something that is helpful to them. Your marketing message must contain that it is helpful. Like, I've sold a couple hundreds of copies of my book without telling them to buy book. All I just say is how the book is useful to them. And so far, sorry, give me a minute. Um, all I just say is how the book has changed my life and how you can change yours too. And trust me, just by people saying, "Oh, my life can be changed," like I say, they don't care about me. Forget the coffee surgeon thing, right? People care about them first, themselves first, all right? So most people that have gotten that book was because they saw, oh, if I buy this book, it's going to change my life. It's going to change my life, and I'm going to get better. You see, it was something like you saw it was helpful to them. Oh, I've been struggling so far to position myself online. Let me go and get this book. Oh, I've been struggling so far to get clients. Let me go and get this book. So once your marketing message is like showing them something helpful, showing them how their lives to get better, that's one core thing you should be able to say. Like if you don't say it in your marketing message, it loses the, should I say, the energy or the strength of your copy, right? It needs to show them if you really want to convert. Yeah, not brand awareness. You really want to convert. The reason why you follow young was because you saw that the same thing that will actually help your life. People admire, people follow who they know. Okay, let me rephrase it this way. People follow or admire people that are living the kind of life they want to live. That's just the basic truth. All right. Why people follow me today? Not because of my name or because of precious. Also following me today because of they want to live the kind of life based on the copywriting influence I have. Do you understand? That is why people follow me, right? So why people might buy from you because of they've seen, oh, this thing is saying that if I get this thing, if I buy this book, if I buy this course, my life is going to be like, my life is going to be like this. All right. So if people are not seeing that thing, they cannot like people need to trust that you can help them. Nobody's ready to spend their 10,000. Trust, nobody's ready to spend their 5 naira unless it's charity, right? Even in charity, people give because they believe give and it shall be given unto you. It's quite funny. One is that we are really selfish, right? So even in charity, people give because without not in church. Once it's time for tithes, they'll have to go to the scripture to go and tell you Matthew 7:7, or they'll go to Malachi that says bring, like, they need to make you see that you are giving and God bless. People need to be triggered emotionally. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that means that like that we are emotional beings. So you see, the way it works is gets their life better. Let me tell you this. I actually write it down. Um, um, your marketing message you write before you publish it. Go through it. Check, does it show people how to get their life better, or does it show people how to like relieve them from maybe a problem they are going through? Your marketing message must have one of this. It doesn't have this, trust me, it's black, like people are not going to convert. It's either pain, you are relieving them from their pain or their problem, or you are giving them pleasure, which is you are making them live better. So either your program or your conference, but even this conference, people will register for this conference because I know this conference is going to help people and their business get more profit. You see, giving them more pleasure. Some people register because, oh, they are bankrupt and they want to see how to kickstart their business. remove them from pain. So everything we do in this life is within these two things. So your marketing message needs to convey one of these, or even both. It needs to show them, oh, I'm moving you from a point of pain to a point of like enjoyment, or I'm moving from a point of like pleasure one to a point of pleasure number three. So your marketing message needs to say this thing. Why we buy iPhone? We buy iPhone because we want to move from like, want to get a status code, the entitled the thing that comes with that. Or what anything you buy in this life, these two things. Why do you buy laptop? Oh, your phone is giving you issues and you want to know how to like you want to work better. So you are moving from like problems of the pain of using phone and getting issues maybe with your work as a tech person. Just anything you're doing. These two things like think I'm exceeding my time. All right. So anything you're doing, your marketing message needs to be able to solve one of these. Pain, there needs to be something at stake. Oh, if you don't get this thing, this is what you're suffering. If you don't get this thing, this is what you're starting to enjoy. Do you want to miss out? Blah blah blah. Do you understand? So the way I will say it now, all of you start thinking about the conference defining because I always say it is not the words you say or the words you write. It is how you see them that matters. Another person will come and say, oh, this conference is free. Come and join live. And people will not join. And the way I will come and say it. I won't even say the word free. I might even say the word free. And people will be begging to join. Do you understand? I've actually done that before. I did a Black Friday offer. That was last year. This year I was too busy with other projects. I did a Black Friday offer last year, and I got in fact, I had to close down the offer because I did a 24 hours time countdown. I got 200 plus sales in one day. People were begging. Some people that they were like, "Thank you." Some people call me on phone, say, "Thank you, God bless you, man. God is going to guide you." People gave me money and we are still praying for me. That is the sweetness of copywriting, sweetness of making your marketing message hit the right spot. People don't gonna think about the money. They think, oh, my life will change. This guy have solved my problem. It is how you say it that matters. All right. I can say, oh, I want to do Black Friday sales. Oh, come and buy from me. Oh, I want to sell laptop of 100K for 5K. It might sell, yeah, because discount works. But to not have that effect, you might just buy, okay, might just buy now, might not miss out. But it's when you see say that thing, oh, I know what it means to not have a system. I've been there before. Like I suffer like and people will feel like you want to help me. Thank you so much for giving me this laptop. Do you understand the power of letting your marketing message hit the right spot? The last on my list should be persuasive. Like your marketing message needs to be persuasive. Right. So when you write, you don't just write it like
All right, I think Precious is having a bit of network challenges and she'll be joining us shortly to wrap up her session. But hey, this has been a lot of fire. How many of you have been enjoying the session? I can see the comment section, Dangerous Precious, and you know, wow, I need to learn how to make people to take positive immediate action, which is very important for every business person. And this one from the Redefining with Young, show them what their life will look like if they don't take your help. Then this one says, your marketing message must show that it is helpful. This one says, your marketing must be persuasive, which is where she left off with us. And I am excited to let you know that she's back. So, welcome back, Precious. You were wrapping up on the session. Your marketing message, your marketing content should be persuasive. Over to you as you wrap up.
All right. Thank you. To wrap up with that, like I said, I can't go deep into that because trust me, that's a branch of copywriting on its own, persuasive writing. What I would say is add emotions to your write up. Don't write like a robot. Rather, most people are writing soulless code, right? Don't just copy from Chat GPT and paste. Like people needs to feel you're talking to them. Like show that you're a human being. You have emotions, right? Convey those stuff, show empathy, right? Show that you feel like you're in their shoes, all right? Show emotions, add curiosity, make them curious. Oh, y- you'll be lied to. Like they were like they're kind of curious. What have I been lied to? Oh, the truth is what you're doing in your business might not get you that um that target you want for 2024. What am I trying to show you now? Like I'm adding a sense of curiosity. Like I'm acting like a human being because I know I'm talking to human beings. These guys, they're, they're not robots, all right? They're human beings. They want to feel. They want to feel. They want to. As they are reading, they want to feel that emotions inside of it. Because trust me, we don't read with our eyes or with our mouths. We read with our minds. All right, and that's where like the whole emotional thing comes in. So if I'm not feeling the emotions, it becomes hard for my mind to process them. Once my mind don't process them, I don't understand you, and I lose my interest. I think I will have to end up wrap up here rather. That is a question for me. I think with this, you should be able to fine tune every marketing message you have written so far. Thank you. Young, can you hear me? Ooh, okay. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, I can hear you. Thank you so much. This was super, super amazing. You know, when you were sharing, a lot of things came to mind, and let me share one of it. So I tell people that I'm in the real estate space. Yeah, my first love is mental health. I am very, very big on mental health, and then I ventured into real estate space. And amazingly, I've been a content writer for a long time. And one of the things I enjoy doing is writing very conversational, engaging content. So when I write, it just feels like we're having a conversation, and people just tell me, I love how you write. You just engage my thoughts. And recently I
Exactly.
told some people, I said, one of the things I don't do is property. I just put up a property, buy this land, is so so amount, there's a discount, the C of O is located in so so place, nearest junction, nearest, all of those states. I barely do that. In fact, I have made sales this year without talking about any single property at all. One of the sales I made was when I did a write up talking about bias. And I was like, I know you want to buy a property, but then there is this bias that you're having. It's most likely you want to buy where your friend has bought, or you are looking at where the land is cheap, and then
Yeah.
sometimes you're considering that the place is far. I don't know if did you see that write up? I know maybe you saw it. I did a broadcast of my content, and then somebody reached out to me and said, I want to buy a property actually. And some of these things you've mentioned are some of the things I've really been thinking about. I was like, okay, so what kind of property are you looking for? She told me. I said, okay, what do you want to use it for? She told me. She said, you don't have any property for me. You should have just showed me one of your property. I said, no, I don't sell properties to people. I found out their need and I help them solve it. So I want to know what you need first of all, and then let's solve it for you. And that was very, very amazing and powerful. And we were able to lock in the sales. And just like that, we've been able to make series of sales like that in real estate without having to, practically begin to brandish any brand or talk about any brand. In fact, I take my time to, you know, get to a personal conversation with some of the brands and say, okay, I have this offer from my client. Do you have something that fits into this offer? Not what they have, and begin to just do a broadcast. But this might not work for everybody because, again, you have to understand your market and you have to understand the psychology of your buyers to be able to, get to them in the way that it produces results for you and for them. And this does not come in very easy. So you have to be very skilled in writing and skilled in psychology to an extent as well to be able to understand the mind of your buyers, right? But these things and these skills are not unlearnable. They are not unlearnable. They are not things that comes with some level of, I was born with it. I just jumped into the world and I am this and I am that, and all of that. So there are things that you can learn over time and maximize them, which is what Precious Oriji has taught us today. And sadly, she's not here to completely corroborate on that. But that session was super amazing and very powerful. And myself, I got a lot and a lot from that session. It was just packed enough, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to, see the two sessions from Precious Oriji and then Chijioke Moses. And today I am very excited to let you know that, okay, I would like to share a few thoughts with you, but for sake of time, so that we also wrap up early today, I will not be taking my session, but I will just take my time to. I've even prepared a slide for us. I am almost tempted to want to take my session and teach on my session. But let's not forget that we're getting ready for Redefining Conference 2024. And this is very important because we're bringing some of the finest speakers for you. And that includes the likes of Jamie Pedro. Jamie Pedro is an executive leader, is an executive coach who happened to have, produced a lot of results in the leadership space, right? In the leadership space. And he's doing so well all the way from Canada. He'll be joining us and he'll be teaching on leading from within. I was having a conversation with him and I was like, I wanted to share some of the things that you've learned, you've internalized that helps you to produce results. I've worked with Jimmy Pedrell at different levels, both as a friend and as an elder brother, as a coach, and then more like a mentor as well. And it has been very redefining for me to, be in his space and learn so much from him, which is why I'm bringing him on board to speak to us. And also, we have Adekpeju Jayoba, who will be coming to teach on cultural intelligence and global leadership. And she'll be taking on navigating diverse markets. She has been able to move from different industries, mothers delivery kits, helping women in underdeveloped communities to be able to deliver without having to lose their life and all of those things, which was even recognized by the American president, the former American president, President Obama himself, Barack Obama, who happened to have talked about Adekweju Jayoba live in the White House while she was there with him. And so she's a top notch. And then she has also gone ahead to start producing, different food products for babies, infants, and all of that, that has also gone into diverse markets and sold across Nigeria into the African market. So we have Chief Michael Urobosa Obogo, whose story of resilience is quite touching. For someone to have come all the way from Delta and then came to Lagos, slept in Oshodi on the bridge for some days, and was able to transform himself from that point forward into becoming a maritime mogul who earns in billions annually. You want to hear his story and how he has modeled that success, that resilience and innovation, thriving in a rapidly evolving world since he started in the maritime industry, and having won the NIMASA Award of the Year at the prestigious Eco Hotel and Suites for the best stevedoring company in Nigeria and Africa. That's amazing. You want to hear from such a person like that. Of course, my spiritual father, mentor, and teacher, Bishop Matthew Omodiawe, who has consistently tutored me and trained me and coached me in the spiritual. And he'll be teaching on resilience through spirituality. And this is very important because we're spirit beings, like Chijioke Moses said earlier. we are spirit beings. There is a spiritual dimension of every man, which also brings about the physical dimension of results that you experience in your day-to-day life all over. So he'll be teaching on overcoming challenges with faith, and this is going to be very, very profound. So you want to really watch out for his session. And of course, we have Esther Ijewere, PRU and digital media expert and founder, Women of Rich Biz. She'll be teaching on strategic PR in the digital age, standing out and staying relevant. This woman moved from Nigeria to Canada, and then she has even conquered the Canadian market. Recently, she got an award just moving into Canada in 2 years. And she's one of the top most influential women in Canada as we speak. How did she get there? Using strategic PR to position herself. Even before she got into Canada, all the way from the UK. She was in the UK, then she moved to Canada. And even in the UK, she was making a lot of profound results. And even till now, her organization and companies in Nigeria are still running after several years of being abroad with her family. So you want to really hear from this woman and know what she knows. What does she apply? What makes her thick over the years? Yeah. And then we have Tade Cash, of course, my billionaire mentor, from millennials to retirees. How do you grow from being a millennial to retiree? Securing your future through wealth accumulation. This is someone who made his first $1 million at the age of 28 in real estate sales. And you want to really hear from him because he's a profound speaker who is going to shatter your mind and change your mental patterns for real. He's one person that speaks and old people are crying for real. So you want to hear him speak. And of course, we have our amazing panelists, the likes of Matthew Adedoyin, who will be speaking on rewriting the rules of business, disrupting industries through digital transformation. We have Barinaada Alex-Iheanacho, rewriting the rules of business as well. And of course, Mark Henry Patrick's Fola Folagbade, Chinaza Favor, and yes, these are all our speakers for the conference, and it's going to be an amazing one. Yes, there are tickets available for sale. All the sessions we'll be having online are recorded, and you can get them at 2,000 naira instead of 5,000 naira because we're allowing you get a discount offer live for joining this call today. So you have to go on the website and get that to maximize this opportunity before it shuts down. Of course, we also have the premium ticket, which gives you access to the training center, to the hall, to the conference, where you get to meet all the business people, the speakers, the panelists, and of course, all the people that we're bringing on board, the VIP session and all of that. You'll be getting an opportunity to meet with them, ask questions, interact, network, and of course, get an e-copy of my book, Beyond the Classroom, where I shared my story of suicide survival, right? Amazing book. You want to read it, of course. And then we have the elite ticket at 20,000 instead of 30,000, which gives you opportunity to get a physical copy of my book, that is a hard copy, signed copy of my book, interactive Q&A session with on-stage speakers, live networking with fellow participants, front row seats with speaker access, priority networking with all participants, one-on-one priority Q&A with the speakers, and launch tickets included. So this is a whole lot for the VIP, which is the elite ticket. And you want to grab it if you want that slot, of course, and you get an opportunity. The launch session is going to be like a buffet setting with our speakers, where you get to interact with them before we come back for the final session. So yes, this is super amazing. It's something you want to be part of. Yes, we also made opportunity for group tickets, and we made group tickets available in such a way that it's easily affordable. At 40,000 naira, you can get an access for 5 people to attend the conference. However, we've also slashed the price for you to get it at 20,000 naira for 5 people. That's almost like 4,000 naira for 5 people. That's very huge discount. So you want to really jump on this. And also we have gold ticket for 10 people at the rate of 40,000 instead of 80,000 naira, which is also going at almost 4,000 naira per person, a group of 8 people. So you want to maximize this and make sure that you get an opportunity to the hall. And this also gives you entry to the main conference, branded conference materials, live networking with fellow participants, and also e-copies of my book, Beyond the Classroom. So you want to be a part of this. And we're excited to have you right here at the Redefining 2024 conference. You see, we don't want you to miss this for any reason. and we're saying that this is your opportunity to meet with other high net worth individuals in 2024 and prepare yourself for a massive turnaround in 2024. So I welcome you once more. I look forward to seeing you at the conference. Make sure not to miss this opportunity to be at the conference in 2024. We look forward to seeing you. Hurry right now to the website and, get your tickets right away so that we can get you to also be a part of the conference. And, we start off 2024 on the best footing so far. See you again in the next episode of our Pre-Conference Masterclass. I can't wait to have you in the session with Enosam and, of course, Olumide GlowVille. It's going to be packed, so you don't want to miss it for any reason. See you next week. Have an amazing, amazing evening.
Get ready for an event like no other. Introducing the Redefining 2024 with Young. Happening live at the KSCC Prayer Dome, Ikeja, Lagos on Saturday, the 6th of January 2024. Time, 10 a.m. Theme, Profit Fusion, Igniting Growth for Accelerated Wealth. Don't miss out on the chance to get deep insights from global speakers and industry leaders. Connect with high net worth individuals who share your drive for financial success and redefine your path to success for your business and career. Join us for a day that will shape your future. See you at Redefining 2024 with Young. Get ready for an event like no other. Introducing the Redefining 2024 with Young. Happening live at the KSCC Prayer Dome, Ikeja, Lagos on Saturday, the 6th of January 2024. Time, 10 a.m. Theme, Profit Fusion, Igniting Growth for Accelerated Wealth. Don't miss out on the chance to get deep insights from global speakers and industry leaders. Connect with high net worth individuals who share your drive for financial success and redefine your path to success for your business and career. Join us for a day that will shape your future. See you at Redefining 2024 with Young. Get ready for an event like no other. Introducing the Redefining 2024